Some jobs, it can take 3 or 4 days to learn. So what we do is we put you with a group of people that are going to train you to do that job. We don't have a separate class outside of work. When you come in, you're going to start working on product. One department, they have a trainer, and you'll work with that trainer for a week. In a department like this, say that I'm just going to make something up here, say that your job is putting the windshields in. You will work with somebody who knows how to do that for however long it takes you to do that,
Okay.
within reason. And so not everybody can do every job. And one of the good things about being as diverse as we are is, say they hire you and say, you're going to be our windshield person, and you do this job for 3 weeks and you just can't get it. We have a whole bunch of other jobs in this line, or maybe in this area, or maybe in that area, that we can give you a couple different chances to be successful. Because once we get somebody in the door, well, let me rephrase that. Once we get your application in hand, we're starting to spend money on you whether we hire you or not. When you think about it, Debbie Baugh, Debbie Hollis, all of the folks that work upstairs, they have time and money invested in you as you go through every step of the process here at the Career Center. Once we get your application, there's a lady in my office named Stacy that I work with. Stacy or I, we go through your application. We look, have you worked there before? Do you know anybody that works here? You know, how much school do you have? Or what shifts do you want to work? We spend a lot of time on this application and on calling all your references before we ever even talk to you. So once we finally get you hired, you have already been in, you've talked to us, you've talked to the supervisor, you've toured the facility, you've gone and taken a drug test, you may have taken some other things to make sure you meet the physical requirements of the job. Then you've come back, you've filled out all your tax forms, you've taken another walkthrough to make sure you know where you're going your first day. By the time you actually start work, we've invested a lot of time and money in you. So it's our goal to make sure you're successful once we hire you, because that's lost money. If you spend 2 weeks learning, say, to put in windshields and you just can't pick it up, that's more money we've invested in you. So it's worth it to us to try you in a couple different departments before we find some place, until we find some place where you're successful.